Hey guys, this is G from Beatskillz and I'm really excited to talk about Slam 2. So if you remember, Beatskillz actually started with a simple plugin called Slam Dawg way back in 2015. That basically initiated our company, and its success made us do more plugins, and here we are 5 years later, almost 6 years later, working with you and making new stuff for you. Just because you've been behind our success, you've been there to support us, you've been buying our products, and that encourages us. So thank you. So Slam 2 is basically meant for producers, engineers who want to work fast, but they want great sounding result. They don't want to delve into various menus. What if you're looking to do a music idea with beats and synths and bass and all of that kind of stuff, but you don't want to go and delve deep into various plugins and chains of plugins just to get a crispy result or a nice fat result which inspires you? Now, Slam 2's purpose is basically to get you there with your sound really quickly and make your sound really professional, but without the hassle of multiple pages and options. So let's look at all the sections and then we'll listen to some sound examples right after that. So here on the left side, we have the mud cut option, which is basically a low cut filter, which filters out the low frequencies. And then we have the boom feature. Now the boom feature this time is a subharmonic generator, which is very intuitive and also shifts with the amount of level that is applied. It's quite intuitive. It'll never sound bad. To hear the results of this, you really need a headphone or speakers initially when you're working on your material, because this is the real low frequency. Okay, then we come to thump. Thump again is a variable EQ, peak filter. As you turn the dial towards the right, the sound gets tighter and makes your kick drum and bass end very tight. Then we come on to the heat function. The heat is a beautiful sounding saturation, which has two modes. So they're basically two colors of saturation, and you can dial in as much as you want, from very subtle to very colorful saturation and sound. Then we come to the air section. Air again is a beautiful top end filter and enhancer. When you use this control, you're going to get a nice sizzle on the top end of your sound really quickly, but never sounding unpleasant, never boosting frequencies which hurt your ear. So that's the purpose with the air knob. Then we come on to the compressor section. So we basically got two compressors. The pop compressor is actually a very good emulation of the 1176, which is a very popular compressor for drums and other things. The setting we've used is so good that it works on pretty much all kinds of material. All you got to do is dial in that one knob and you can bring the punch out of your drums or even an entire mix. It's that intuitive. So again, then we have the crush feature. So what does crush do? Crush basically is a limiter, which is a kind of inflating limiter. So when you want your levels up, you want your volumes up, and you want your peaks controlled and the apparent volume up, that's the control you use. You dial it to the right and you get a really big, large, loud volume and sound without any peaks. Then post that is the final section, which is the width control. The width control basically lets you expand the stereo image and sound. This is done using the MS encoding and decoding technique. So when you expand using this control, the sides get boosted, giving you more depth and more width. When you turn it to the left side, the image collapses into mono. So sometimes you have stereo instruments which you want to center down. So this knob works both ways. It expands the image more into stereo depth, but also collapses the image into a mono space. Then of course we have the regular input and output gains, and then we have a mix control, so you can dial in as much of the Slam 2 effect as you would like. So let's get into some examples and see what this really sounds like.